Hello, hello. Ali, hello.
Hello, Fatima.
Yeah, how's your week? How did your week go?
Yeah, everything was good. I just watching the competition of soccer, African soccer.
Yeah, the African Cup of Nations. Okay, good. So, Karamu, how was your week?
Ah, I am good. I work today. I go to work today.
Okay, you're going to work today.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, all right.
Mm.
Um, so today, we're not gonna do anything new today. Since we have the assessment tomorrow, today is just for revision and maybe it's really gonna be relaxed. And I wanted to start with the Cleopatra video. So this time around, I wanted everybody to watch the entire video of Cleopatra. And from there, we're just gonna continue. So the objective of the class today is just to revise basic notions in English. And after the video, please, I would like you to ask any questions you have as far as English is concerned, okay? So if you have any questions, like any worries, maybe some things that you don't understand in English, personal issues, okay? Personal problems that you have. Yeah. Even if it's anything, any questions, any problems you have personally in English. So please, um I would like you to ask them. So please start preparing all your questions. So Jonathan, maybe as people join the meeting, you can just put a message in the chat box for for them to see all what is it's about. Yeah. So today I want us to watch the story. We've been watching a part of it. So the class is really gonna be very relaxed today. Uh, we're just gonna watch videos. We will discuss. We will have a lot of discussions after the video. So please keep your questions, okay? If you have questions, please keep your questions because you would ask questions, okay? And it's an open discussion. I'm not going to be the only person answering. So I would also like to encourage other people to answer questions because sometimes when you answer questions, you learn better. Okay, so someone could ask a question and you have the answer. It mustn't be me answering, right? So you can do that. You can do that. So yeah, after watching the video, we're gonna discuss about the video, and then we would or well, it's true. I actually wanted us to start with the discussions, but we don't have a lot of people online, and I know that some people are gonna connect later. Let me just send a reminder. Okay. Um, our, so it's true. I wanted us to first of all start with the discussion, but I just thought it's good we start with videos because people are not online yet. We have a lot of people who are not yet connected. So while waiting and just to give them time to connect. So yeah, we will start with the videos. Let's start with the Cleopatra video, and today we're gonna listen to the entire video. So, Akim and Jonathan, I want to put you, yeah, movie time, right? It's the same. You know, a lot of school without play. Sometimes it's very boring. You're like, ah, vraiment, chaque jour la cours d'anglais, c'est l'école, 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 chaque jour, école, école. Donc aujourd'hui, c'est un peu relax. On va apprendre, mais avec en regardant un petit film. So we're just gonna watch a little movie. So it's just to add some spices, and then we will do general revisions. But I want the revision to come from you, okay? Parce qu'on compose demain. So I want the revision to come from you. Ask questions about uh, difficulties, any challenges you have in English. It can be spoken English, written English, reading, writing, understanding. Maybe you have problems understanding when people speak to you in English. You don't really understand when somebody speaks to you in English. So that's it. So, happy watching.
Yes, the video was great. So they explain the story of Cleopatra, how she born, how she grew up, how she become a queen, how she used her intelligence to make some ally with a country that had great power like Rome, and then also the sadly hand of Cleopatra. So it was a nice and informative movie.
Mhm. Okay. Who else wants to tell us more about the Cleopatra video? Because I also want to see how well you can narrate, okay? How well you can tell me something that you watched. Okay, it's part of the English learning process. So you should be able to tell me, give me a report of what you watched. So, well, who's ready? Ali, that was a good
Fatima,
try.
hello.
Yeah.
Before I try to answer your question, I want to ask: Is this story a real story or just a fiction to motivate some people? Or is that happen in the reality? Oh,
Okay. So Cleopatra, it actually happened. Okay, it happened. So you can go more. If you can do some research about Cleopatra, and you'll see more about her. But she existed. Before today, who heard about Queen Cleopatra? Anybody? Before watching the video today, did anybody hear about Cleopatra or did anybody know about Cleopatra? Yeah, Ali. Oh, you did?
So you know but me personally, I know the name, I understand the name, but the story, like I understand today, that's my first time to understand all the story of Cleopatra. But
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Who else? Who else heard about Cleopatra before today? Yes, Jonathan,
I
you wanted
heard
to say something?
Uh, the thing I want to say is just the end. I
Mm-hmm.
liked the story of Cleopatra
Mm-hmm.
and the lesson we should learn from her story. That's
Mm-hmm.
what captivated me a lot because the her story is a bit long, so I didn't catch it all.
Mm-hmm.
But the end, I like the way they say that life is like a river, so no what might happen, everybody should stand strong and keep hope and never give up. So that's the lesson I can take from the story of Cleopatra.
Yeah. Okay, great. So, just to clarify your doubt, Cleopatra is actually a real um, figure in history. She existed. Now, it's true that whenever we tell stories, there are always some things that are added, right? So the story is not really exact, okay? It's not really exact, but um, Cleopatra actually lived. She was a woman, a Greek who became an Egyptian. Yeah. So she was real. She existed sometime before. Yeah, but well, tragically, she lost her life at a very young age because she meddled into politics and all of that. But one thing I admire about Cleopatra, especially as a woman, she she wasn't afraid of being different, okay? Cleopatra was different, but she embraced her personality, and she knew that she was different, and she knew that she was meant to do great things. Yeah, so Cleopatra knew who she was, and she didn't allow anybody to intimidate her.
I want to
Cleopatra was
give
a
me a card.
yeah,
Oh no, only cash.
New card.
Only cash. No
Yes.
machine.
Cleopatra was a woman of strategy. Yeah, she was a woman of strategy. Strategy. She didn't accept defeat. She wasn't somebody to accept defeat easily. So Cleopatra doesn't just sit and say, "Oh, it's over. I'm gonna die." No, she wasn't quick to just let things defeat her, but she was a fighter. Yeah, she was a fighter and very confident woman who knew what she wanted, very focused, and I think that even though her death was tragic, it earned her a place in history because I remember in secondary school, I one of the because I studied literature in school, and one of the books we had or we read in school was the story of Cleopatra, and it was very inspiring. So what I learned in school was the story of Cleopatra with Antony. So yeah, that was it basically. So I'm happy that you all watched the video. Now we will start with a revision. And first of all, I'd like to ask, are there any persons who have questions about English language? Because tomorrow we will have an assessment, okay? And I really want everybody to participate in the assessment because this is one of the last assessments we're gonna have. So after this assessment tomorrow, we will have a final end of should I say end of trimester? Yeah, end of trimester assessment. And those who would successfully or those who have successfully gone through all the assessments, because I know those who went through all the assessments, those who successfully went through all the assessments would have certificates. So yeah, it's actually that serious. Um, but yeah, you're gonna have certificates. And please, if you know anybody who is on this platform and is not here today, please tell them to be there for the assessment tomorrow. And also the last week um, for this trimester, I think the last week is I think the last week after next week, yeah, we will have the final assessment and your certificates will be given. So during that week, I'm gonna have to get your names. you would have to send all your names to me, your full names, via mail, via email, and it's gonna be put on your certificates with the the stamp it of education for all communities with the organization's stamp. So it's gonna be a proof that you went through a formal English language training, and it's also gonna show that you have some basic knowledge. You're able to use the language at least at a basic level. So if you're put in an English speaking area, you're not going to be lost, right? You will be able to survive, you'll be able to communicate, and people would understand you, and you would be able to understand people when they talk to you. Yeah. So please endeavor to be there for the assessment tomorrow and also for the last assessment. I'm going to give the final announcement for the last assessment tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, be there. Now, before I give my own revision, what are the challenges you still have as far as speaking, writing, pronunciation is concerned? So, what are the problems that you have? You have the floor. So anybody who wants to ask questions, so discuss, we can discuss and we can discuss uh, and get some, I don't know, some solutions. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going through your messages, so I'm a little bit
Hey, Fatima,
distracted.
hello? Can you hear
Oh,
me?
okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading some of the messages in the chat box.
Okay.
Yeah, Akim.
Yes, my biggest challenge is I want to practice my English uh, daily, but I'm confronted with the reality of the society. I live
Okay.
I live in German. I
Mm-hmm.
need to practice German language every
Mm-hmm.
day on the at the work and at home with my partner and my son. Is
Mm-hmm.
I speak two languages, many languages. So German, French, like a little Arabic. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to in 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 my environment is nobody who I
Mm-hmm.
can speak English with them every day, twice or one or twice week.
Mm-hmm.
This is my very big challenge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can
So
you
you
you have
yeah, it's
any idea of what I can resolve this? You have solution for me? Yes. Thank you.
okay. Um, okay. I understand your challenge because you already have two main languages that you speak, French and German. Yeah, and I know there's this challenge with all this mixture, but I can say you have a very beautiful home. Why do I say beautiful? Because you're already, as a person, you're already multilingual because you speak three languages. Even your English, it's not bad, right? Even at this level, your English is already good. Now you just need to work and get better. Now, a solution I can give is I don't know if you have colleagues who maybe speak English, if you have people around you who speak English that you can practice with every day, the neighbors, colleagues, friends, family. But if you don't, thank God we are in a technology. Let's say we are in the technology era, we are in the digital era. We have chatbots. So there is a possibility for you to converse with a chatbot, like a robot, a robot conversationnel. I think that's it, something like chatbot. So yeah, so you can discuss with a chatbot in any language that you want to learn. So it's like a virtual language partner, right? It's like a virtual language partner that helps you to practice your language. But one thing I'm going to tell you is you have to practice, honestly. If after these lessons you don't practice your language, the little English you know is going to die. And you will come back for the remaining modules with, I mean, it's like you've never started learning the language and it's really not going to be good. Okay. So, you have to practice. You can use chatbots. You can watch a lot of movies in English, watch documentaries in English, okay? Because when you keep hearing it every day, you have CNN, you have BBC, you have other news broadcasting channels in English. If you're in Africa, we even have CN, I think it's is it C Africa or something? But there is this channel that it talks about basically African news about the African economy. I usually watch it, and the news is in English. So you have to watch a lot of things in English. So even if that day you don't speak English, just because you've listened to people speak English, you've listened to um, uh, um, you've watched images where you've seen words in English, you've heard the language. It's gonna keep that language alive. So always watch documentaries in English, movies in English, news in English, and any other TV programs. And you can use chatbots. And why not? You could partner with some of your mates on the platform, right? So it's possible that you can be in contact with Ali or with Jonathan or with Hasadu to just practice your language. And maybe you have some chats from time to time. You say, hello, hi, how was your day? And all of that. So these are some of the ways you can practice the English
Yes,
every day.
thank you for your advice. But I want to say it's not easy to me to chat with chatbot. It's boring. It's boring to chat with
That's true.
chatbot, and it's also to watch a movie. I have a 3-year-old child at home, and we avoid to see to show videos or to show TV every day because it's not good for our child, and is yet already can all what you say can work if I was alone, but now with we have that we have to give education to our little child. It's a very very challenge to me, but I really want to uh, be to speak English to make my English fluently. Before I start here with the English with this class. I lost a big opportunity to have to be a manager for a big company between here in German. I was there for I applied to the job. My German was perfect, and I was really have a good conversation of the job, and at the end, my English was very, very, very low to 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 have this to be in this position of the job. But I lost this opportunity, and I still have another opportunity, but it's not because of job. It's because of for my career on my future. That's why I need to practice English for my now job. I don't need English, but I need it for myself. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, now you spoke about your child, and I don't think watching news in English is gonna disturb your child in any way. Why do I say so? Because children have the ability to learn many languages. Yeah, you have a young child, and your child can learn up to 5 languages. So, it's possible that the child even learns English, and at the same time, the child speaks French and German. So, when I talk about TV programs, I think all the TV programs I mentioned are programs that are harmless to children. Watching news, for example, or watching documentaries, maybe you can watch an animal documentary. It's not something that is going to be harmful. It's not something that's going to disturb maybe the child's growth, but it's instead going to develop the child in a very fascinating way. So it doesn't mean that you should watch some obscene uh, videos or TV programs. No, there are good movies. I can even recommend some movies to you. There are good movies that you can watch in English, even with your child. Unless you don't want the child to learn English, okay? If you want the English to only end at your level, then you could still watch the news. I don't think maybe the child doesn't watch TV all the time. And actually, je déconseille la télé pour les enfants tout le temps. It's not even good. So je déconseille cela. So the child can have his TV time. And now your TV time, when you want to watch TV, you can put your your news programs, your documentaries in English. But now, like I said, it's true with chatbot, it's boring. So you could actually have a human partner. This is a global village, and I saw a message in the chat bar. Let me check. Okay. Oh, Asatu sent her own problem. Okay. Asatu, I'm gonna come to you. Okay. Yeah, Ali. Okay, thank you. Ali has shared his contact, so he's available to discuss in English, and it's gonna help everybody. It's gonna help you. It's gonna also help him. So yeah. So just practice, practice. You just need to find a way to practice. Find somebody to practice with you all the time. All right. So this platform, I think from this platform is good enough. Getting somebody from here because you've gone through the same program. Ali, are you in the same country with Akim?
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Ali, what country are you in?
I'm in US.
Oh, okay, you're in the US. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay. But it doesn't matter. You can still discuss. So yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Akeem, for providing your contact details. So it's just a way to chat, discuss, and also, please, anytime you have the opportunity to practice your English or to speak in English, even even with people, just try. Don't be ashamed. Okay, when you're learning English, you just have to keep shame aside. Don't be ashamed. Don't say, "Oh, I don't want to make a mistake." I don't just remove that from your mind and speak freely. Free yourself. Be free. All right. Uh,
Yes, thank you.
okay. Let me go to Asatu. Hasatu.
Yes.
Okay, you said you have difficulties with pronunciation and with speaking.
Yes.
Okay, Hasatu, for pronunciation, you have to do a lot of reading and you have to read aloud, right? You need
Mm.
to read. So you're not just gonna take it and read like that. No, you have to read with your mouth. That's one, yeah, that's the main exercise for pronunciation. Now, okay, there are, let me put it this way. There are certain words in English that I think I said it here the last time. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, let me just,
Always, I don't have time because Saturday, Sunday, I'm working. Donc, sometimes I'm not available. Sometimes I'm listening. Uh,
okay,
not able to available for the this time.
uh-huh,
Good.
all right. Okay, let me share my screen. I want to show you something. I want to show everybody something. But Hasatu, you will read, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all right. So we're talking about pronunciation, and I think it was in this class that I said, oh, what did I do? Oh no, what's happening? Okay, Hasatu,
Yeah.
please. No. Let me look at this one. Um, okay, read this word, the first word.
Nation.
Again.
Nation. Operation.
Mm-hmm.
Collaboration.
Let me hear this one.
Uh, constitution. Con, constitution.
Okay. So you already know that words like this with ION,
Mm-hmm.
it's already okay. When you have this, it's already shin.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not sion because you
Ah.
say nation.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard a few people read like that. They will tell me nation,
Uh,
opération. I was
uh,
like, this is not French. Okay, I
the
know in French is nation, but you're not gonna say nation. So it's nation. And
nation.
now I said um before shin, this A,
Mm-hmm.
this letter A.
Yeah.
Let me put it in a different color. Let's put it in, okay, let's put it in violet. Um This A before shin, it's a nation. It's not a, it's not nation. So it's
Nation.
nation. Operation.
Operation.
Nation, right?
Yeah.
Collaboration.
Operation.
So whenever you see this kind of words, you just know. Dans le A qui vient après shin, c'est E à le son E, ce n'est pas le son A. So Asian. So this is just one tip. C'est juste une astuce. Like when it comes to pronunciation. And then we have words in ER, like this, like this. So how do you read these words?
Teacher. Me.
Mm,
Manager.
it's not manager.
Manager.
No. So it's this ER. Uh, this ER here
Teacher.
is teacher.
Teacher.
Yeah, so this is teacher. Okay. This is teacher, manager. So it's teacher, the manager. Um, let's go to so what's this?
Baker.
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 Yeah, so it's we have the sound. So now you know that all the words that end with ER is a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are some little tips that you should learn when it comes to pronunciation,
Yeah.
right? So, and you have to read, always read. Just look for text in English, look for documents in English, even if you don't understand what you're reading, just read because you want to practice your
Yes.
pronunciation. Yeah. Now for the speaking part, the only way for you to speak well is to practice and listen to other people speak English.
Okay.
So yeah, so when you hear someone speak English, when you're getting someone speaking English, listen to what the person is saying. Sometimes we learn from what other people say. You're not gonna learn everything from school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some things in language that I learned from what people were saying. Like I could hear someone say something, and after I start speaking, maybe like the person, I start saying what the person was saying, or I repeat something that I heard somebody say.
Okay.
So listen to people who speak good English. Listen to people speak, and yeah, and also practice. Look for
Okay.
people who speak English. Watch
Yeah.
programs in English. Watch videos. Uh, um, Documentaries in English, and all of that. Yeah. So, but
Okay.
practice every day. Yeah. And also, always be, il faut toujours écouter l'anglais. Il faut toujours être en train d'écouter quelque chose en anglais. Always be listening to something, even songs, music. Listen to music in English. Always be listening to something in English because it's gonna keep your English alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Help.
So it's not only about speaking. I know I spoke about the speaking part, but I want to emphasize on the listening part and also watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So do we have any other queries? I'm seeing a message. Okay. Okay. So, any other worries?
Yes, me.
Yes,
Um,
Ali.
my problem is because actually is I'm actively looking for job. So the problem is sometimes when I go to interview, so we have to
Okay.
discuss. Yes, we have to discuss about. They ask you, tell me about yourself, and after that, they ask you some sequence of questions. So you have to be okay to be fluent. So sometimes they say don't talk a lot, don't make too much bread. So those things that I have to learn and make sure I'm.
Um, I don't know. Jonathan, um, there was a time on this platform we we were we were doing a lot of interviews, like we're doing a lot of simulations with interviews, like just take the case of you applying for a job, but I don't think Ali was already attending the lessons by then. Jonathan, do you have the
No.
questions you used to ask for those interviews?
Yeah, I have them.
Okay, so Ali, this is what we're gonna do. Um, all right. So first of all, Ali, what is your okay? So Ali, what is your job? Like, what do you do, or what qualifications do you have? What are you like?
So actually I pursued a bachelor in math, and I'm looking for a job like data science or data engineer. So that I'm
You
looking
said
for.
in mathematics.
Yeah, in mathematics. So in
Okay.
mathematics, and after that, I will do some specialization in data.
You're not supposed to be running around the country. Okay, so you're like a data analyst or something? See you running.
Yes, something like data analysis
Why
or data science.
Okay. So, Jonathan, can you just ask him the interview questions? He's applying for the post of data analyst in your company.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Ali, you're going to. So, Jonathan is the HR manager. He's the HR. He's the head of HR, and you applied to be a data analyst for his company. So he's gonna give you an interview, and you would just answer the questions exactly the way you would do in an interview. So just consider this like a real interview. All right. So that's the exercise. So just unmute your mic, and Jonathan is going to ask you the questions. And if there is anybody else who would like to do this exercise as well, just signal, just send your name in the chat box, or just write it in the chat box that you want to do the exercise as well. So let's start. Jonathan, you ask Ali the questions, and Ali, you're gonna respond because we are in an interview.
Okay.
So please, everybody just follow up, because this exercise, I believe it's gonna help everybody, all right? A lot of people on this platform are looking for jobs. And I know that the reason why many of us don't have good jobs is because have we don't have a good mastery of English language. So please follow attentively and pick one or two things from it. All right. Thank you, Jonathan. You have the floor. You and Ali.
Thank you very much, Fatima. Hello, Mr. Alice Sangare, welcome to Digital Solution. And you apply for the job of data analyst in our company. And we are happy to hear you today. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, please?
Hello, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So, I can say my name is Ali Sangare, and I have a background in computer science. And presently, I pursue a bachelor in mathematics and be a specialization in data science. So, after that, I work before in some company. Sorry, I work in some company in Africa and also in US. So in Africa, I was a consultant in IT, and we're working um, to uh, control the system information, and also to make the backup, to restore some data and all of those stuff. And when I moved in US, I work in Washington State with a little company in IT. And then over there, I didn't do something like I do something different. Over there, I was like a support, an IT support. So I use a lot of um, how to repair some computer, and also how to help some company to fix the IT stuff. So that's all.
Oh, okay. And if I ask you what are your qualifications for this job, what can you say?
My qualification in this job, I will say I a good match for this position because I have experience in that job, and also I saw in the job description the skills that you need. Is match that the skill that I have, um, and yeah. So,
So that's the reason why we should hire you, right?
yeah, that's something, one of the reasons that you will hire me. And then yeah, because I respect your the description of the job that you post.
Have you worked before in a similar position?
Yes, yes, I say yes because in the position that I worked before, we use some part of data analysis. So there is a team. In that team, there's some what focus in infrastructure, there is some focus in data, and some also focus in some operation. So in that team, sometimes if the team of data is not there, we use some people to do the job. So in this team, we use all of stuff and data analysis for infrastructure, everything. So I used before to do that job too.
And why did you leave that job?
Uh, I leave that job because presently I'm not do how can I say that, I'm not in Washington State. I leave Washington State to come to New York because at that time the company was the business will go down. So that's why I moved to New York to for survival a job before I get another job in IT on the data.
Okay. And why do you want to work here?
I want to work here because when I read your job description and I make some, I read I take some information about your company, that match with some value and what I expect to working in US because your company can give me firstly an opportunity to work in my field, and other I can learn more about that field and grow up in different part of your company. And then also mostly is also the skill and the tool that you use. The tool that you use for this job is the tool that I know perfectly. So this will be a good thing for me and to work easily and enjoy when I work.
Okay, sound good. Tell us what is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is technical because I'm someone is I know very I'm most technique because when I work in my past company when I work I used to teach people in different staff and I teach them for the technical and how to work this mostly. And secondly, when there is a new skill or something in the company I always reach there because uh, I learn easily. So I'm almost interested for new things and I'm almost interested to improve myself. So that is my strength.
Okay, what about your greatest weakness then?
Uh, my greatest weakness is I can say is always try to improve some things because when I work in the company sometimes I don't like to to work in the same things every time. So I I always want to improve it. Always want to make some things different and something will help me when I work. Because I say it's a weakness because sometimes there is some manager don't like that. They don't want to change something. They just want to use the same thing like we see. But me, uh, I'm opposite of that. I just always want to improve something and make something different to grow up. So I think this is my weakness.
Okay. And what kind of team player you are?
Oh, team player, can you explain me more what that means?
You know that as a company you cannot work alone. You have to work
Okay.
with co-worker partners
Okay,
and
I understand. So in this way, I can see I use both side. Like I can work by myself sometimes, and I can work also with a team. So that's it depends of the project that you have. Sometimes I want to be alone by myself to think deeply, and then or because even if I work over my time, I can stay by myself and work deeply to understand something and to go some project. But I can work also in the team because in company we work with the team. You have to work with different team like a financial or IT or operational to know how the business can grow up.
okay. So now tell me about a time you showed leadership.
Uh, a time I show leadership. So that time is like I say in the beginning. Sometimes the uh, my manager or my boss can tell me to teach some new hire, some new employee. So and after the training, they used to come always to me. So they used to come to say, "Oh, Ali, I like the way that you teach. So please, can you help me for this, for that?" So this feedback make me like confident because I understand that they want to be close to me to understand how we work. And also sometimes I remember what I was in Congo. I was a new employee, new arrival, and then the way I was working, the manager called me to say, "Oh, okay, you have to go to another, there is, because there is two Congo, you have to go to another Congo to make some project, to implement some new project over there. So those two story um teach me like I have some skill in leadership to lead some project or to lead some team.
Okay. I see that you have two references on your resume. Which one do you want us to call?
But you can call any of them, but maybe the recently, because it just I just leave the company just now. So maybe the recently, but you can call any of them.
Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna end the interview here, and you will hear about that maybe in 2 weeks, in a couple of weeks. Okay, have a good day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you for this opportunity to understand me.
You're welcome. Hi, Fatima. I'm giving you back the floor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm taking the floor. Thank you. Okay.
Uh,
So, Akim, I'm not gonna speak first. Akim, speak.
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go
For
ahead.
festival, I want to say this was a great interview between Jonathan and Ali. And Ali, I want to say you speak, you already speak English well, and with your interview, I just want to make a remark. It was very good, but with experience, you want to be specific. When you answer a question, you want to say exactly what you mean, not not be along with your answer. Don't be long with your answer. You want to be uh, direct, and yes, yes, that was my remark. It was very good. So,
So I have
for
question.
example,
When you say I have to be direct, what that means? One
yes,
sentence that's it,
for example,
or I don't need to explain something like.
can I talk? For example, Jonathan asked you some question. You answer that you are strong is technique technique, yes, but what kind of technique you want to answer the question? Okay, I can do this and can for be specific, and also you also say you work in a different enterprise who you want to make to be improved all time. Yet it's very good, but you should have to avoid to take example to the another enterprise. You want to be constant of yourself and to when I hear you speaking, I I I can say you have a lot of motivation, and that's what I for in this time many people many entrepreneur want a employer like you with motivation, with ambition. You know what you want, and you shows that you will be able, you want to work, you have these you have this motivation. This is very very good. But this just this is a point of my view, and I think it was very good with your interview. And you speak English, you speak very well. And thank you, Fatima.
Yeah, thank you, Hakim. I get the point. But one more thing, the Americans say I don't speak English, so that's why I always try to improve my communication and make something more better.
I don't know. I'm not in America. I cannot speak. I'm here in German, and yes, but for me, we speak. Yeah, you want to be improve more, of course, but you already speak well.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So thank you for your remark, Akim. Good. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Ali, for the interview. Yeah, it was good. Now I understand what Ali means, because Americans sometimes they associate. Oh Lord, that English. Sometimes my tongue gets stuck with the English. So you see, you're not the only ones who have difficulties in English. Sometimes I do. Okay, so sometimes there is this issue of accent. We are basically Africans. So sometimes when you speak English to a typical American, they're not going to understand you. Even if sometimes your English is good, okay, even if sometimes your English is good, they're not really going to understand you because there is this accent problem. See, they are used to understanding people who speak with the American accent. So, Ali, your English is quite good. You can still work on the English, okay? You can still work on the English, like the sentence structures, the words, how to use words. For example, you applied for a job, you don't apply to a job, for example. So you can say, I applied for the job or for the position of data analyst in your company. Yeah. So there are some of these little corrections. There's some of these little corrections that we can have. So you can even go online and read how um, interviews are done in America, and you read sample answers. You can, I don't know, sorry, I didn't prepare that. I don't know. Maybe I would have to prepare that. Nathan, please remind me. I had a hectic week, and there was a document I had to send in the group, but I didn't send the document. I just remembered yesterday. So online you can find sample interview questions, common questions that are asked in interviews, especially when you're applying to an American company. And also you're gonna see some answers. So if there's sample questions and answers that you're gonna see. So you can just read that and try to practice and practice. Now, for the American accent and the way Americans speak, you have to watch a lot of programs in America and listen to Americans when they speak, the way they articulate their words, how they present their language and all of that. So with time, since you're in America, with time, you're gonna get used to it. Try practicing to speak like them. Okay. Because they're gonna say that, okay, this guy is getting this American vibe. Watch American movies, watch American programs, watch President Trump when he's speaking, and other American politicians. Yeah. So when you go to maybe when you go to the supermarket, you just listen to the way the lady is speaking, and you can try to speak like her. Or if you are at the restaurant, you just listen to how the waiter or the waitress speaks to you, and you try to just mimic it, okay? But don't fake it, please. Don't do too much, because if you do too much, they're just gonna laugh at you. Yeah, so do it in a very natural way and give yourself time. Accent comes with time. It comes with time. So just try to get it little by little, little by little. And I think with time it's gonna be natural, but don't just bomb into it. Don't just get into it with all your, I mean, with your head, your full chest. It's gonna be catastrophic, and they're gonna make a mockery of you. And I don't want you to be mocked like, oh, this guy, you wanna sound like us? Yeah, I know that that is the aim. You have to sound American, but please give yourself time. We are Africans and we have the African tongue. Let's be realistic. Okay, let me. Okay, they said that they like your accent. Ah, okay. Should I speak with a typical African accent?
No, I use my same accent. I don't, but sometimes
Okay.
it's different for them to hear that because sometimes
Yeah,
when
it's
you speak,
difficult for them to understand you.
yeah, to understand that when you speak, they know you are not, yeah, yes, they know that automatically because your speaking is different than the. So,
Yeah, it's different from, not different than, it's
okay,
different
so it's
from.
different from them.
Yeah, from, yeah. It's normal. We're Africans, okay? Um, personally, I don't like speaking with accents. I just try to pronounce the words correct. Yeah. I just try to pronounce the words correctly. I try to articulate well so they can understand me. But it's true sometimes you can just add a little bit of their accent so they see that you're making progress. Like the way Americans pronounce the T. You see the T in the middle, when the T is when letter T, right, is in the middle of a word in American English, it's usually not pronounced like, okay, you can say little, a little boy, but in British English is little. Then I say little, and since most of the time I live in an environment where we speak British English, so I always say little. But if I find myself in front of an American, I'm not really gonna say little, I'm gonna say little or identify. So, but in a British context, you will say identify because they pronounce the T, but an American is gonna say identify. So you see, that's one way you can start learning how they speak. That T, most Americans, when it's in the middle of the word, it's not pronounced. It's kind of swallowed. Should I say swallowed? It's kind of absorbed. Yeah, it's kind of absorbed in the word. I think if you go to the mall and you meet a typical American, just listen to the way the person speaks. You're gonna realize that most of them don't pronounce T in the middle of words. Yeah. So that's one thing. You can just take that and try to practice it. Only that, okay? Because I think if you practice only that, it's gonna improve your accent in as far as American English is concerned. So just pick one thing and you practice it. And once you're very good at it, now you can go to the next thing. Okay, now I know how to pronounce the letter T like Americans. Okay, what's the next thing? So just give yourself some time, and it's gonna be good. But it's your English is is already it's good. Yeah. Okay, any more worries? I'm here for that. I'm here for this. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So do we have any questions as far as language speaking, reading, writing is concerned? Any difficulties you have? Let me check. Okay. All right, let me download this document Jonathan sent to the group, to the Jonathan sent in the chat box. So I'm just gonna download it. Okay. I think I would forward it for all those um who need to know how questions are asked during interviews. Okay. Um Now for the exam tomorrow, um we're gonna do a lot of writing. So we will have AC writing. We have a reading comprehension text. So there's a text in the exam that you will read and answer questions, and there is another section for grammar and vocabulary. So it's not long, nothing complicated. It's not long as well, very short because we have another end of trimester exams. I'm gonna give more information about that tomorrow. So now I would like you to practice your reading. This is a document that we have read before. I think some time back we read this document. Let me just give me a second. I'm gonna do something. Hmm. Okay. I wanted to get into one page so you can read the document over and over. Now I'm gonna share my screen so everybody can see the document. All right, so I want 3 people to read. So who are the 3 people who will read the document? Okay, Ali is one. Number two. Where are my ladies? Okay, Fatu is at work. Hasatu.
Yes.
Okay, can you be the second person?
The second.
I want three people to read the document, so we already have Ali. I want a second person to read as well. So can you be
Okay.
the second person?
How will life be different after COVID-19?
Okay. You're gonna read, but not now. Okay. Okay. So Hasatu is the second person. Now the third person. Okay, Jonathan is the third. All right. So Ali, you start, and then Hasatu will continue. You will read everything. Okay. I want you to read everything. You read right up to the end. Hasatu, you read from the start to the end, and Jonathan as well. So you read everything. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, how will life be different after COVID-19? At the moment, many countries around the world
Oh,
are in lockdown.
I didn't see Akim. Oh, Akim, sorry, I didn't see your message. But you could still read. You could still read. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Ali. Sorry for interrupting.
At the moment, many countries around the world are in lockdown because of COVID-19. Everybody hopes that the world will go back to normal soon. People miss the old time, but will things be the same in future as they were in the past? We asked Alexa Tomlin, a researcher in futurology, for her opinion. Do you think COVID-19 will change the way people work? Certainly, because of COVID-19, some people have lost their job. One, at the moment, we can't live without driver, carrier, doctor, nurses, supermarket worker, and so on. But musicians, actors, pilots, and workers in the holiday industry haven't working for a year. Those jobs often seem attractive and exciting too. In the future, I think more people will train for work in safer industries. Also, in most industries, at least some staff are working from home these days. Three, but many companies don't like this idea. They prefer people to come to the office. Four, but now working from home is the norm. So I think that in future, more people will have a choice to work from home, either full time or part time. Do you think entertainment will change? Yes, I do. Actually, entertainment was changing before COVID-19. Five, video streaming channels like Netflix were becoming more popular, and computer game were too. And computer game were too. Six, people want to return to cinema after lockdown, and they might not return to theater either. People miss places where they can meet and chat with others. Seven, what about shopping? COVID-19 has changed the way we shop. People haven't been able to go to city center and malls. Many stores are closed temporarily. 8. Actually, many town center shops were having problems before COVID-19. People, sorry, I have some charge. Okay. People want to return to cinema. No, sorry. What are we? Actually, many town center shop were having problem before COVID-19. People prefer to buy things online. Nine. I don't think they will return to the shop after lockdown. So, so what will happen to town center? Then the shop. Fatima, can you go down? I don't see. Yeah, thank you. I don't think they will return to the shop after lockdown. So what will happen to, to town center? Then the shop might become flat. I'm not sure, but there are many exciting possibilities.
Okay. All right. Not bad. That was okay. Let's have Hasatu read
O-
the text.
Okay. How will life be different after COVID-19? At the moment, many countries around the world are in lockdown because of COVID-19. Everybody hopes that the world will go back to normality soon. People miss the old time, but will think be the same in
Read the
future.
S. You've forgotten. Always read the S. Always read S.
All
Always read S. So no
bec-
times, things. I think I said it here. Please. This is not French where the S is silent. Always read S, please.
okay.
Mhm.
Uh, People miss the old times,
Mhm.
but will think be some
Things
same in future at the where in the past will acted Alex Alexa Tomil at the at the resansa resansa
researcher,
resansa in
researcher,
resansa
researcher,
resansa
researcher.
researcher
Yeah.
in phytology for her
Future,
opinion.
futurology.
Phytology for her opinion. Do you think COVID-19 will change the way people work? Centrally, because of COVID-19, some people have lost their job. One, at, at the moment, at the moment, we can
Moment,
live. At the
ment,
moment, we can't live. Which drive
without,
with town drivers. Okay. Carers, doctor,
mhm.
nurse, supermarkets, doc-
Doctors. You've forgotten the S. Doctors, nurses.
doctors, nurses, supermarkets, workers, and so on.
Mhm.
On both musicians, actors, pilots,
Pilots.
pilots, and workers in the industry, having work
Industry. So it's
industry
industry. Mhm.
industry having worked for
What?
a years.
Mhm.
Those jobs after seems attractive and exactly
Exciting.
exciting too. In the future, I think more people will train for work in the SAFA
In
industry
safer.
in
There is
safer
not the. Okay,
Instead,
yeah, read what you see. Okay, don't add anything.
okay.
Mhm.
In safer industries,
Industries.
industries. Also, in most industries, at least some
At least
safer staff are working from home Thursday,
these days.
days day, three
Days.
days day,
Days. There is S. Please
days,
always with the S.
days,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
days, three. But many company did not did did like this idea idea
Idea.
I, idea. They preference people to come to the office for, but now working from home in the now. So
Is
I
the
think
norm.
in the norm,
Is.
if
Is.
is the norm. So I think that in future more people will have the choice to work from home, either full time or part time. Do you think training
Entertainment.
entertainment will change
Entertainment.
in entertainment will change? Yes, I do. Actually, entertainment was changing before COVID-19. 5. Videos, streaming channel like Netflix were becoming more popular,
Popular.
popular and computer game were too.
Games.
Games.
You're still not
Ga-
reading the S. Asatu, please read
o-
the S at the end of the word.
okay.
Hmm.
And their games were too. 6. People who want return to cinemas after looking down and
Lockdown.
lockdown, and the minds more return to theater
Mm-hmm.
e- either
Either. You just read
either
it.
either people misplace where they can
Places.
meet, places where they can meet and chat with other others
Others. Yeah.
others. 7. What about shopping?
Shopping.
Shopping. COVID-19 has changed the way
Changed.
change the way we shop. People haven't been able to go to the city, certain city and mall. Many stores have closing temporarily.
Many
8.
stores have closed.
Many stores have closed temporarily. 8. Actually, many town center stop
Shops.
is
Shops.
shop
Shops. There is
shops
S.
shops were having problems before COVID-19. People prefer to buy things online.
Things.
Things
Please, the
things
S, please. If
online.
you don't read the S, it's not gonna be good. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things online.
Mm-hmm.
9. I don't think they will return to the stores shops after lockdown, so that will hope to
Happen.
uh,
What will happen?
what will hope to
Happen.
happening
Happen. Happen.
happen happen
Happen.
happen to town sentence 10. The stop meant
The
met
the shops.
the stop the stop
Shops.
stop the stop
Shop.
the stop might become flats. I'm not sure, but there are many exciting possibilities.
Okay, not bad. You tried, but you still have a lot of work to do with your reading, okay? Hasato? Your pronunciation, as you said. So just try to read aloud. All right. Mhm. Okay, thank you, Ali, thank you, Asatu. Jonathan, you can read.
Okay, thank you. How will life be different after COVID-19? At the moment, many countries around the world are in lockdown because of COVID-19. Everybody hopes that the world will go back to normal soon.
Mhm.
People miss the old times, but will things be the same in the future as they were in the past? We asked Alexa Tomlin, a researcher in futurology, for her opinion. Do you think COVID-19 will change the way people work? Certainly. Because of COVID-19, some people have lost their jobs. At the moment, we can't live without drivers,
Okay.
carers,
Now
doctors.
you now hold on. Now
Uh-huh.
in the way you pronounce your words, you need to be careful because there is
Okay.
we can and we can't. We can't. So it needs to be spelled, okay? So if it's can, it's can. If it's can't, we can't live without drivers, carers,
Okay.
doctors. Yeah.
Okay. At the moment, we can't live without drivers, carers, doctors, nurses, supermarket workers, and so on. But musicians, actors, pilots, and workers in the holiday industry haven't worked for a year.
Okay,
Those
so
jobs of
just hold on. Now in English, you have to pronounce the H. I just realized that your H is silent, so it's not holiday, but it's holiday, and it's industry. So always
okay,
pronounce the H, except for some words. We have exceptions. For example, words like honesty, honor. So we have honor, honest, honesty. In English, those are the exceptions where you don't pronounce the H. So it's not honor. No, it's not honor. It's honor, it's honesty. But the other words, you have holiday, hope, hospital, harm, hair, hat. Yeah, so that's it.
okay.
Yeah.
But musicians, actors, pilots, and workers in the holiday industry
Yeah.
haven't worked for a year. Those jobs often seem attractive and exciting. In the future, I think more people will train for work in safer industries.
Yeah.
Also, in most industries, at least some staff are working from home these days. But many companies didn't like this
Many,
idea.
yeah, many
Many,
companies. Yeah.
but many companies didn't like this idea.
Mhm.
They prefer people to come to the office, but now working from home is the norm. So I think that in the future, more
In
people will
future,
have the.
why are you guys adding there?
Ah, I'm
People
like
in
Fatu.
future. Yeah, just put future. Read what you see. Don't add anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in future, more people will have the choice to work from home either full time or part time. Do you think entertainment will change? Yes, I do. Actually, entertainment was changing before COVID 19. Video streaming channels like Netflix were becoming more popular, and computer games were too. People won't return to cinemas after lockdown, and they might not return to theaters either. People miss places where they can meet and chat with others. What about shopping? COVID 19 has changed the way we shop. People haven't been able to go to city centers and malls. Many stores have closed temporarily. Actually, many town center shops were having problems before COVID 19. People prefer to buy things online. I don't think they will return to the shops after lockdown. So what will happen to town centers? The shops might become flats. I'm not sure, but there are many exciting possibilities.
Hey, that's good. Um,
Hmm.
all right. Thank you all for reading. It was good. So
Thank you for corrections.
you're welcome. It's always my pleasure. Now I just wanted us to use the remaining minutes to just review a few things concerning the last things we saw. We had something about prepositions. You remember what we had concerning prepositions and all of that. So, where is that document? Okay, share my screen. All right, so we have these are all the prepositions. This the last time we mostly dealt with prepositions indicating place. Now this is just about time. So prepositions that show time. We have in. So in we use in for months or seasons, years, time of the day, centuries, and historical periods after a certain period of time. For example, in August. So you're gonna say in January, in February, in 1995. For example, you can say my grandmother was born or my mother was born in 1985. In the evening, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the 19th century, in 2 hours. Then we have at time of days. For example, at 2:30 at night at breakfast. I learned how to use a computer at 12 on is for days of the week, on Friday, on Monday. Since from a period of time up to the present. So you can say, I have been a student since 2004. Now we have four, how long a period of time has been. I have been a student for 3 years. We've been having this class for 3 months from two. So this marks the beginning and the end of a period. So you can say the English class or the English lesson is from 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. until a period of time up to a specific point in time. So I cannot go dancing until I finish reading this chapter. I cannot go out until I finish my homework. Now we have by in the sense of at the latest due date. You must return your book by April 21st. My essay, my essay is due by the end of the week. My essay is due by the end of the week. So these are just some examples of prepositions of time, prepositions that indicate time. Now, I have the other prepositions that we saw the other day. It was prepositions indicating place. Okay, so I could just share the video so we go through it rapidly. Just give me a minute. Okay, so this is just a review, right? I'm just rapidly going through a few lessons. This was the lesson we did on prepositions, and you can, I think it's one of the lessons we had last week, so you could still go to the YouTube channel and check out the lesson. And also don't forget the lesson on adverbs. You remember adverbs? The lesson we had on adverbs, right? Now let me share my screen so you can see it. So here, you remember the adverbs we had. These are examples of adverbs, the list of common adverbs that we have. There are so many, and then we have adverbs of time, like now, tonight, then, yesterday, today, tomorrow. And then we have indefinite points of time. Adverbs of frequency, indefinite, and then adverbs of place, adverbs of degree. And also you remember that a good number of adverbs of manner have ly at the end. So a good number of these adverbs have ly at the end. So we did this as well. I don't know. Are you gonna need this list, the list of these adverbs? Will you need it?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
maybe it is the petrol.
Maybe it is.
The petrol. Or you don't know the petrol?
What's the petrol?
The petrol is like
They teach
when
one.
you got the subject of an exam before the day of the exam. That is the
Ah,
petrol in our country.
okay. Ah, all right. I see. Uh, for now, you're just gonna use your eyes, okay? Just use your memory.
Okay.
And then we also have vocabulary. You remember the vocabulary we did the other time? Um, the things you have in your kitchen. What are the things you have in your kitchen? In your kitchen, you can have a microwave, you can have a teapot, you can have a washing machine, a dishwasher, a chopping board, a blender, a toaster, cups, plates, cutlery, glasses, mugs, and all of that. And also the different occupations we have: engineer, nurse, secretary, police warden, teacher, doctor, mechanic, and all of that. So that's about the vocabulary and also the parts of your body. I hope you remember the parts of your body. Some parts, you should be able to name some parts of your body. For example, if I ask you to give 5 body parts, uh, Hasapu, can you give me 5 body parts?
Huh? What do you say?
Can you give me 5 body parts? What are 5 parts of your body? Just 5.
Hmm. Head,
Mm-hmm.
eyes,
Mm-hmm.
uh, mouth,
Mm-hmm.
ear,
Mm-hmm.
face.
Okay. All right. Great. So that's just it basically. And we would there is an AC. So you're gonna write an AC tomorrow. So that was it. That was it. Like I told you, this class was a very it wasn't so uh we didn't have it like the usual classes that we have, but I just wanted us to go through um some challenges that you have as far as your English learning process is concerned, and as far as your English acquisition process is concerned, and also maybe review 1 or 2 things for the exam. But I allowed us to spend a lot of time talking about your problems because that is the real, or those are the real problems you face, okay? In the exam, it's true, this is just the theory part, but the real problems that you face in your language is on the field. So that was just it. And we have an assessment tomorrow. Mr. B, you're welcome. I hope to see you tomorrow for the assessment, the same time. Okay, please ensure that you're there. Karamo, Fatu, and all those who are there, please be there tomorrow, the same time, 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for the assessment. You should be able to know your level in English. So from this assessment, you're gonna know your level in English. So Jonathan, please just remind me during the week. We're gonna actually do the correction of this assessment and also for the last assessment. All right.
Okay. You want to do it next week, right?
Yes, yeah,
The
next week.
correction.
Yes, the correction will be
Okay.
next. Yeah, and I think next week for those who would attend the class, I'm gonna give you your different um maybe different remarks. I'm gonna give some different remarks about how the learning process has been and how I've seen some improvements for certain people. So that's just it. So we're actually done for today. Yeah, we're actually done for today. And I don't know if someone would like to just add something before we leave. All right. Thank you. And thank you all for coming. So we're just gonna call it a night and see you tomorrow.